A very good morning. I'm Ashutosh Bhatia with the student number 0777244. I'm going to present the learning reflection on the topics that is interviewing and operating within legal framework. The subject is HRM 500. First of all, we will talk about interviewing. This is a formal meeting in which one or more people question, counsel, or assess someone else an interview for a job meeting or a discussion. Uh, it is interesting for me because it recognizes the goals and purposes of job interviews. Moreover, it understands the various stages of the job interview and the elements that influence job interview judgments. In addition, it recognizes the selection mistakes that come with standard methods of job interviewing. Uh, the next, it recognizes the components of a well-structured job interview. Another aspect of it is a speed interviewing. I found it very beneficial for this because it consists of a series of quick, continuous interviews used by recruiters to efficiently and cost effectively fill several jobs. In this one interview lasts about 5 to 15 minutes. Moreover, it determines if an applicant is a good match for the job very quickly, and this saves the interviewers and company's time. It is also I found it fascinating because uh, it understands the various structured interviewing approaches and their relative benefits and drawbacks, and also recognize the legal and predictive benefits of organized job interviewing techniques. Uh, Begin to hone the skills in creating effective interview questions and scoring guides. Also, it also learns how about new developments in interview research and practice as well as future directions. What is the importance of the human resource management career? Obviously, I took it for my future career and I found it a very interesting topics. As like in the most business, the human resource department is in charge of the first phases of hiring. This topic allows HRM students to gain the perfect amount of theoretical knowledge to evidently show their excellent skills of interviewing in their future careers as HR. The, the main thing, the interview study that allow both the potential employer and the employee to determine if the individual's talents and characters are compatible with the firm's needs and culture. While it is a common knowledge that applicants should study extensively for a job interview, HR should not be taking any shortcuts when it comes to preparation. So this can be made possible by studying this topic thoroughly. After all, this topic provides me with screening and selecting the most promising uh, candidates. The next topic is the operating within the legal framework. Like all institutions should operate, conduct its business under a set of rules that governs and regulates decision making agreements and laws, among other things. Like the first is the Canada Labor Code and Canadian Human Rights Act. Also, there's another law that is also said as PAIDA Act. This is Personal Information Protection and Electronics Documents Act. It is, I found it interesting because it mentions about the uh, mentions about the influence of rules on managers' behavior and actions, how they manage their daily tasks with the influence when there is a influence of rules on them. Also, it discusses the legal framework for human resource management in Canada. Uh, it describes workplace discrimination and harassment. Also, it outlines the manager's responsibility uh, in ensuring a harassment-free and discrimination-free workplace. It also explains how employment equality, diversity, and inclusion are related. At last, it discusses the topic of ethics in human resource management. Uh, It seems an important topic for my future career because the employee benefits and remuneration, health and safety, leave entitlements, discrimination and harassment, confidentiality, and employee labor rights are among the issues discussed, and it is so good for a ideal uh, future career. It is a crucial topic to understand because an ideal HR should be aware of all regulations that apply to human resource management. Uh, this is it for my presentation. Uh, and thank you. Have a nice day.